The climate crisis is here today. It's happening right now. It's not coming in the future. We are living in it right now. And I think everyone knows that storm intensity is increasing, droughts and floods, wildfires. In fact, recently this week, wildfires again in Siberia. Coral reefs are dying and animal populations are becoming extinct. We're losing many fish and reptiles and land-based species. We have to act now. Coronavirus has diverted our attention from the climate crisis in some ways, but it's also rehearsal. I think coronavirus is practice for climate change. So I hope we can use this time to think carefully about what we will do. And some people I know tell me that they feel sad or despair, sadness or great hopelessness. But I think there is a lot to be hopeful for. And this is one of my favorite quotations. To be truly radical is to make hope possible, not despair convincing, by Raymond Williams. And my former boss, Amory Lovin, said this often, which gave me hope. We actually know how to resolve the climate crisis, but it is implementation that needs to happen, and it needs to happen quite quickly. I want you to imagine a world, a different world than exists today. I want you to imagine a world where carbon emissions have long been steadily declining at a handsome profit because saving fuel costs less than buying fuel. Where global climate has stabilized and repair has begun. Imagine a world where successful industries, rather than wasting 99% of their materials, they take nothing, waste nothing, and they do no harm. Imagine a world where service providers and customers prosper by doing more and better with less for longer. Imagine a world where integrative design and biomimicry create abundance. More than 36 billion tons of CO2 are emitted every year. I'm going to talk about this number 36 often tonight, so please remember 36. Well, a gigaton, by the way, is 1 billion metric tons. I think it's juokutan. So a billion has 9 zeros, or 1,000 million. This is what 1 ton of carbon looks like. 10-meter diameter balloon is 1 ton. Now imagine 1 billion of these balloons. That is 1 gigaton. This is New York City. New York City has about 150,000 tons of CO2 emitted every single day. You can see the Empire State Building would be buried by 150,000 balloons, the same size as the balloon on the left side. So remember, I asked you to remember how many gigatons, how many billion tons of CO2 do we emit globally every single year? Do you remember? I'm going to ask you about this number many times tonight. It's 36. 36 billion tons and growing. Please remember this number, 36. And the greatest threat to our planet is the believing that someone else will save us. And it's not true. It's actually up to you and me. It's up to us. We need to drive or push the change that we want to see in the built environment. With this image, I know that a lot of us have been haunted by COVID-19, and it's changed our lives in many ways. And I miss the izakaya. But We are facing an economic recession following COVID-19 that's already happening, and it's not very exciting. It's dangerous. But I kid you, I'm not kidding when I say climate change is going to be much bigger tsunami than COVID or the financial recession we are facing now. So please, I hope this talk tonight inspires you to think about how you in your personal life and in your work, you can impact in a positive direction the climate crisis we are facing today. Thank you very much for joining us tonight.